Hey, it's Annie and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm just going to do like a little chitty chatty video. I'm going to just talk about whatever comes to my head. And I'm going to mostly be using MAC makeup. Now, I don't have a lot of MAC makeup. I do have a couple things on now because I'm testing a MAC product, which you're going to see in another video. But I'll talk about the foundation and powder that I have on, and then and concealer is not MAC. I don't have any MAC concealer, but most of this is going to be, except for my brows, most of this is going to be MAC. Okay. And the one thing that I have from MAC, by the way, you can't get anymore, so sorry about that. I got this at the Nordstrom sale last year. Okay, pretty sure it was last year. I think it was 2020. Or was it 2019? I don't remember now, but it was this one. So I'm going to use this. So you might have colors that are similar to this. So if if I do, you can maybe try to do something similar. It doesn't have to be MAC either. I just decided, hey, why not? Okay. So the foundation that I'm wearing is my Studio Fix Fluid. This is the oil-free one, by the way. I am wearing the color NW13. This powder, this is Studio Fix too, and this is light, and this is the Studio Fix Perfecting Powder. That's what this says here. I don't like this thing because you have to dump it upside. That's one thing I don't like about it. One thing I haven't used a lot, but we're going to do it today, is I'm going to use the blush and I'm going to use that highlighter. I don't know what color this is, but look how pretty that is. I don't know why I don't use this all the time. Now I go through, like, I love liquid blushes, but I feel like I wear those more in the winter time. Summertime I feel like I don't. So I just haven't been. So I'm just going to put this up here. Well, that's pretty. It's kind of light. Need to dip that brush in that. One thing I don't like is when companies do this. Like, why are we putting it next to each other? It's kind of dumb. Oh, it's pretty though, right? I don't know why I haven't been wearing this. I really don't. I guess it just didn't speak to me, the color. I don't know. I think that looks good. One thing you have to remember when I do my makeup on camera is that I have a lot of lights. So I just don't want to look like a clown all day long. So I probably wear it a lot lighter here. I think it's pretty though. Really pretty. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use the highlighter. By the way, this is... you guys have seen this. Do you see what it says? As beauty is found within. It's a Beauty and the Beast mirror. And this is what it looks like in the front. If I can show you without reflecting everything, like my messy room. Wait, where am I going here? And I know my mirror needs to be clean, but we're not going to judge. And we'll just... Oh, that's pretty. I wouldn't say like... It's not like my, well, it's pretty. It's pretty. It's not like, I like a little bit more of a glow than that, but it's pretty. Okay, I like that. I'm going to tell you guys a scary story while I'm doing this, okay? I don't think I ever shared this with you guys. I'll kind of show you the colors as I'm doing it, but unless you have this palette, but like I said, you can do something similar. I'm going to probably go in and I'm going to, I think I'm going to use this one first in my crease. I used to collect a lot of vintagey stuff. I had a lot of vintagey things over the years in my house. I loved vintage styles. I would pick up, you know, mirrors, and I loved architectural pieces too, you know, like doors and things like that, okay? And I just had them in my house. You could see photos of those on my blog. It's whitelacecottage.com. You probably have to search for it because I do share stuff that I share on my channel now. I share on my blog, okay? But if you look at old posts of mine, you'll find it. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use this one on the outer corner. So I used to collect stuff like that. So one day I was in my house, okay, and I had this beam. It was really cool. And I had it leaning against a corner of my house. Leaning, like in our dining room. It was leaning. It wasn't standing. It was leaning against it, okay? There's no way. I'm just telling you it's leaning, okay? So I was in my the room next to it, which was my office. And I heard this big, like, plump sound, okay? And I could hear because I have blinds on my window, and I could hear that too. I just heard like that and then the thump. I'm like, what the fuck is that? I go, and this beam that was leaning against my wall had somehow, I don't even know how, somehow went this way and fell by my window. Thank God that window didn't break. It kind of broke a couple of my blinds, so I had to glue those. That was fun. I know it doesn't seem like a scary thing, but I mean, I was home by myself. My cat was with me, but I mean, even if you say like, oh, maybe she rubbed up against it, but it was like literally, there's no way it could have been like leaning like this, and then all of a sudden, like in a corner, you know, and then gone that way. There's just no way. So they always say that there's spirits attached to old things. I don't know if that's true. I don't know. I just thought that was weird. So fast forward. After we sold our house, on the day that we were doing the walkthrough. Now I didn't go out to the walkthrough myself, okay? There was nothing left in our house. And I don't remember if we left the heat on or whatever. Okay, I don't remember if we did that or not. But my husband went there to, do the walkthrough. He walked in the house and he said it was so hot that it felt like Florida. He just couldn't believe how hot it was. I mean, it was like it hit him. Like he thought maybe it was on fire or something, our house, because it was so hot in there. And he looked at the thermostat, and I think it was like almost I don't remember what it was, like it was 95 or some crazy, like it was hot in there. It was like, what the fuck? Like we would have never turned up the heat like that. And here's the thing. In the dining room was our thermostat, okay? Our thermostat was in the dining room. And in the dining room, I had an old chandelier hanging in there. And it was the only thing I think left in that house that was vintage. Everything else there was nothing left because I got rid of everything, And I didn't have any other vintage chandeliers, but that one was a vintage chandelier. So I don't know. Is there like a weird, like spirit or something like attached to that, and it didn't want us to leave the house? I don't know, man. It was weird. But it was like really, really hot. And he's like freaking out because he's like, oh my God, we don't want anything to go wrong with our house sale, you know what I mean? So he's like opening all the windows and trying to get it to cool down, and it was still hot when he left. It was weird. It was freaking weird. Weird, weird, weird. Isn't it pretty? I used to wear this palette a lot, and then I kind of stopped wearing it. I'm going to blend this a little bit better. Sometimes I would hear noises too, and I would just make jokes like, oh, it's probably a ghost. But now I wonder if it was true. I don't know. Years ago, just for fun, we thought, let's go, and it was around Halloween time, really close to Halloween. We went to Galena, Illinois. So pretty there. We went there quite a bit. It's really, really cool. I don't know if you live in the area or if you've ever visited there, but that is really, really, really cool. So we decided, let's do a haunted tour. And I'm going to be honest, I don't believe in ghosts, okay? I know I'm talking about all this and you're probably like, I seriously don't even believe in it. I just don't. I don't think it's real. I personally don't believe in it, but I mean, I'm not making fun of it either, because I just think that if you believe in it, that's okay. But I just haven't seen proof of it, because I always think, I don't know, if something was really, really, I mean, I don't know what happened with our house. That was kind of weird. I don't understand. That's something I don't understand. I don't know that I believe in it. You know what I mean? Or I'm just not afraid of it, I guess. Because I always feel like, wouldn't hospitals be haunted then? Because people die in hospitals every day. You know what I mean? I don't know. This is from MAC, and this is in the color Teddy. And I'm going to be honest with you, I don't really like it, but I'm going to use it because I want to keep in with our using mostly MAC theme, except I did not use MAC on my brows. So this mascara is the In Extreme Dimension 3D Black Lash. That's a mouthful. But like the brush is okay. MAC 33 lashes, the best. So as I was saying that, so we went on this, it was like a little ghost tour thing, okay? So first we went like around down like Galena, the town, in this bus, okay? And they were like pointing out things, like ghost stories from the buildings and stuff. Some of it was interesting, you know. Like I said, I don't really believe in that stuff, but I just was like interested to do this, so that's why we did it. So then we were supposed to go to this house. We're supposed to go to this house, and we thought, we want to do that, like go to this old house, you know, this old Victorian house, and hear about the ghost stories in there, you know. And that way it's almost like a little tour, you know what I mean? But for some reason that night they didn't do it, so instead they were driving us and driving us and driving us, and I'm like, where are they driving us to? And so then we got there, and it was like this, I guess it was like some hotel there, but it wasn't like a really nice hotel. I mean, it was very campy. Do you know what I mean? Like very campy, like think of Psycho. You know what I mean? Think of Psycho. You know how the buildings were like that? That's how this was. It's a little creepy, a little weird, okay? So we go in there, and there's two ladies that are talking about this ghost story stuff, okay? They have those little rod things that you ask a question and then they move things. So they answer if you do that, okay? So then they also have this radio that just sounds like somebody's trying to find a station. They can't find it. Whatever that's called. I don't know what it's called. And so they were kind of asking the spirits questions, okay? And nothing was happening. And they were like, okay, so what questions do you guys have? And all of the, not just me and my family, but everybody was like, what are we supposed to ask? Ask what? It was the weirdest experience and so uncomfortable because everybody, like nobody knew, like, what am I supposed to ask? I don't know what you're talking about. And I think a lot of people were turned off too because it wasn't where we're supposed to be. So I kept thinking, maybe I'm going to see something like somebody look in a window where the lights are going to flicker. It's going to be really cool. Nothing happened. Nothing happened. I was so disappointed because, like I said, I don't believe in that stuff, but it's like, but I kind of wanted to see something. You know what I'm saying? Like, show me something. Make the lights flicker. Have something shatter on the floor. I don't know. I wanted to see something. I didn't see anything. So then we went to like I said, we did the thing and they said, now here's the only thing I will say about those rod things. I don't know what they're called, okay? Like you could ask people questions and then they would move. So that was a little weird. I don't know how I feel about it. I thought that was weird because I'm holding them, asking certain things and they're just like moving. So like that's weird. So there's got to be some kind of energy with, I don't know. So then after that we went to the cemetery and I would ask questions too and it was doing all this stuff. But again, I wanted to see something. I don't know, like I wanted to see I wanted to see some. I didn't see anything. So I don't know how I feel about all that. I think the weirdest thing for me was the thing, you know, the heat getting really hot in our old house. I thought that was really weird because we did not turn that up. Nobody had access to our house. Why was it that hot? We lived in there all those years. It never happened. It just seems really weird. And in the room that I had that chandelier, it just seems really weird to me. I don't know. Like there was never anything weird. I felt like when I lived there, although once in a while we hear a noise and I'd say, oh, must be a ghost, kind of a thing. You know what I mean? Like everybody's downstairs and you hear a noise and you're like, oh, there's a ghost. You know, just kidding. But then now I don't know. But I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know. And here's the thing. My mother-in-law passed away in a house. Like she didn't pass away in a hospital. She passed away in the house. So I always think, Like, is her spirit in that house? I don't know. I've never went back to the house to ask the people that live there or whatever. I don't know. Do you guys believe in that stuff? I don't know how I feel about it. I'm not afraid of it. I will tell you that. I'm not afraid of it. I mean, if there are things like that, I'm not afraid of it. Some people get so freaked out about that stuff. I don't. I just feel like this. I feel like if you put that thought in your mind, I think that's what you're going to get. You know, it's kind of like this. It's kind of like if you go to bed at night, okay, and the lights are off and you have your feet hanging from the bed, you can imagine that somebody's going to grab your foot. Like, you can put that shit in your head. Or you can be in your house at nighttime and think somebody's going to jump out at the window. Like, you can get that feeling, that like, oh my God, kind of feeling. I think you do that yourself. You know what I mean? Like, I just don't really believe in it. I'm not afraid of it or anything, but some people get so like freaked out and scared, and I don't know, I just don't really get scared. Like, I wanted to see something. I didn't see anything. I'm like, show me. I wanted to see something. I was so disappointed because I actually wanted to see stuff. I didn't see it, probably because I don't believe in it. But I think if I did and I scared myself enough, I probably would have saw some, but I didn't see anything. So thank you guys so much for joining me. I hope that you enjoyed hanging out with me. I will catch you guys all in my next video. Bye. Oh, we got everything going on here today, honey. We got the garbage, we got the yard. It's all going on. Oh, you know, there's probably one more thing that oh, no, I can use it. Never mind. I'm just like, I'm thinking out loud. Do you do that? Okay. And I am wearing the color